Start. Bundelkhand is where India's marginal farming dream died. Known for the dacoits of Chambal and the Rani of Jhansi, the arid region occupying districts of Uttar Pradesh and Madhya Pradesh has experienced drastic variation in climate in recent times. It faced a drought from 2003 to 2010, then floods in 2011, delayed monsoons in 2012 and 2013, and drought again since 2014. Farmers tried everything to adapt, growing a mix of dry crops during the Kharif season while interspersing the winter Rabi wheat with cash crops like chickpea and mustard. They invested heavily in borewells, tractors, threshers, and seeds and fertilizers through formal and informal credit. The past two winters with hailstorms and unseasonal rain destroyed crops, leading to farmer suicides and mass migration. Mitigation has been lacking. Contractors, not farmers, benefit, and instead of providing crop insurance, warehouses are built. Bereaved families hoping rupees 7 lakh on death for compensation from the Uttar Pradesh government were instead offered wheat bundles. India is uniquely vulnerable to rising temperatures. It ranks in the top 20 in the Climate Change Vulnerability Index. Our average surface temperature over the past 4 decades has risen, accompanied by a rising incidence of floods, droughts, and cyclones. With the majority of all land holdings in India measuring less than a hectare, marginal farmers face a steep decline in household income and a concomitant rise in household poverty through exacerbated droughts. Climate change would impact soil health with increasing surface temperatures leading to higher CO2 emissions and reducing natural nitrogen availability. Mitigating this by increasing chemical fertilizer usage could impact long-term soil fertility, leaving the soil open to greater erosion and diversification. Meanwhile, migration patterns, farmer suicides, and stagnating rural incomes, along with increasingly ad hoc land acquisition in the name of public goods, have politicized the idea of climate mitigation. Marginal farmland will increasingly be useless for agriculture. Our dependency on rain continues to amplify. Rain-fed agriculture is practiced in the majority of our total cropped area, supporting a significant proportion of the national food basket. Our regional crop patterns assume a specific range of weather variability, failing to cope with the recent high periods of heavy rainfall with long dry intervals. In 2013, large crops of wheat, gram, lentils, and mustard, weeks away from harvesting, were destroyed in untimely rains. India's flood-affected area has doubled since independence, despite generous state spending on flood protection schemes. Research has highlighted the deleterious impact of climate change on crop production. By 2100, the Kharif season will face a varying temperature rise with rainfalls significantly impacted. limited temperature rises could lead to a 22% decline in wheat yield in the Rabi season, while rice yield could decline by 15%. Other staple crops, sorghum, groundnut, chickpea, could see a sharp decline. Its impact is already prevalent. It is estimated that without rising temperatures and rain variability, India's rice production over the past 4 decades could have been 8% higher. India is home to the largest hungry population. Falling agricultural yields will only make matters worse. Our low agricultural productivity remains a key constraint. As suggested by the National Commission on Farmers, a rural spending plan focused on investments in agriculture infrastructure, particularly in irrigation, rainwater harvesting, and a national network of soil testing laboratories is needed. Simple water harvesting and conservation measures, micro irrigation, watershed management, and insurance coverage can reduce the majority of the potential loss due to drought. Drought strategies should be extended to the village level. For example, each village should have a village pond created under the Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Scheme. Indian agricultural policy has made us structurally vulnerable to climate change. As suggested often by the National Commission on Farmers, conservation farming and dryland agriculture should be promoted. Each village should be provided timely rainfall forecasts along with weather-based forewarnings regarding crop pests and epidemics in various seasons. Afforestation in a biodiverse manner should be encouraged to help modify regional climates and prevent soil erosion. Our agricultural research programs need to be retooled towards dryland research. It has been argued that adoption of drought-tolerant breeds can help reduce production risk by nearly a third while offering attractive returns to breeders. Changing planting dates could have a significant impact. Research highlights that planting wheat earlier than usual can help reduce climate change-induced damage. Zero tillage and lesser-based leveling can also help conserve water and land resources. Crop planning can be conducted as per the climatic zones of different regions while utilizing better genotypes for rain-fed conditions. We should focus on expanding our formal credit system to reach all marginal farmers. Insurance coverage should be expanded to all crops while reducing the rate of interest to nominal levels with government support and an expanded rural insurance development fund.